Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you 3 ways to do a time-lapse video. Before I start, I want to point out that I'm using a Canon T3i with Magic Lantern. The first 2 ways don't really need Magic Lantern, but the third way you're going to need it. So the first option is by setting an intervalometer. Unless you have Magic Lantern, like me, you'll have to buy one for your camera. And if you don't know what an intervalometer is, it's just a timer to take a picture every second or minute or even hour. If you set it to take one picture a second and you leave it for 30 seconds, assuming your playback is at 30 FPS, your time lapse is going to last 1 second. If you leave it on for 1 hour, assuming your playback is 30 FPS, your time lapse is going to last 2 minutes. And you don't have to set it for 1 FPS. And if you're unsure how fast it's going to come out, you can set it for 2 or even 5 because you can always slow or speed it up in post. The only problem with this is the camera's taking a picture every frame. So what that means is you're going to have a ton of shutter accuations per time lapse. And if you have a consumer camera that's only rated for 100,000 shutter accuations, then it's going to add up really fast. And you also have the option to take raw pictures, so every picture will be 20-30 megabytes in file size. You know, I mean, if you really wanted quality or whatever. I mean, I only took a 1 hour time lapse and set it to take a picture every 9 seconds, and the whole time lapse was only 12.5 gigabytes. The second way to make a time lapse is just by taking video and speeding it up in post. And it's easy to set how fast or slow you want it. The problem with this is you don't get the same image quality as pictures, so you're stuck with how good your camera is with video. And you're going to be stuck with a huge file size. Probably not as big as the 12 gigabytes, but you can expect pretty big. But then again, how big can a 2-hour video clip be? By the way, videos only count as 1 shutter activation if you were wondering. Now the next and last to do a time lapse is to set low FPS video, like 1 to 5 FPS, or even lower if you wanted. You just need a camera that gives you full FPS control. And guess what? Magic Lantern lets you do that. The only problem is, again, you're limited to video quality. But then again, it's not like we're in the Stone Age and everything's potatoes. And then there's tuning your settings. With Magic Lantern, it only updates the screen every set amount of FPS you pick. So you have to wait a few seconds for the settings to change. And this is more Magic Lantern software than anything else. But it's not bad if it's at like 1+ FPS. It's just when you get to like 0.5 or even 0.1, that's when it gets really annoying. As for just a few tips on how to get a good time lapse though, if you were wondering or whatever, find a good place to put your tripod because any movement in the video is going to look choppy and weird. No one likes a choppy time lapse. Try to anticipate weather changes, like if it's cloudy and sunny, it's going to look flashy in a bad way. It's also going to look over or underexposed for the rest of the time lapse. And try to find out how fast or slow you want your time lapse ahead of time so you can adjust your FPS accordingly. Oh, and if any of you are wondering how to install Magic Lantern, I have a video showing you here. So yeah, my favorite way of doing a time lapse is video at low FPS, because in the end you're left with a smaller file size and lower shutter accuations, like way lower, like 500 lower. And that's just how to do them for free. I mean, you also have to think about how long your camera battery will last, or get a wall power supply thing for your camera. And if you wanted to go full gangsta on it, you could get something like a motorized slider or panning thing to really take it to the next level. Well, that's it for this video. Until next week, bye!